Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing Five Nights at Freddy's Night 1. If you guys want Night 2 through 6, or maybe, please subscribe and like the video just so I know. Alright, so we're going to do that, and I'm going to show you how to beat every single night, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so it starts off as kind of like telling the story, and leave the call just in case. Also, just so you guys know, you can play it on pretty much anything. I even know there's a Five Nights at Freddy's version in VR. But I'm playing mobile because it's easy. It's easiest in my opinion. On PC, you have to like use the mouse. I don't like it. Night 1 is pretty straightforward. Tomorrow I'll be posting Night 2 all the way through 7, so it'll take about a week.
I wanted to record a message for you.
You know, I'm gonna actually shut this guy up. I was gonna play the call, but I shut him up so I can talk. The strategy for Night 1 is pretty easy. You don't really have to worry about power because not many of the animatronics move on Night 1. It's not a huge deal. I think the only animatronic you actually have to be worried about is probably Bonnie, which is the one all the way on the left. I'll introduce the animatronics if you don't know. So you have here, Bonnie is the blue one, that's a bunny. Chica is the chicken thing that says let's eat, and Freddy is the bear. And then over here, we have in this curtain, you might not be seeing him today, but in this curtain you have Foxy. Bonnie is the most active. She's just gonna like be moving, or he's just gonna be moving around the whole time. Chica is second most active, but she doesn't walk around much. Foxy over here is the fastest. He's like a bullet. Once he comes down this hallway, you have to immediately shut the doors. Freddy doesn't move unless you don't look at him, so I guess he isn't being watched. These are lights, so you got lights on each side that you can turn on. You can shut the door, and that'll stop the animatronics from killing you. And I know what you're probably thinking, why don't you just shut the doors the whole time? Well, if you see that bottom left corner, I'll zoom in. If you see that, that is how much power you have. So you can check cameras, use lights, but only until that power hits 0. When that power hits 0, you're cooked. No, I'm just kidding. You have a chance of surviving depending on the time. As you can see in the top right corner, it's 1 a.m. right now. You have to go till 6 a.m. It's Night 1, and I'll go through the nights. There's 1 through 7, pretty easy. 7 is a custom night, so you get to choose how powerful the animatronics are, and everything like that. And Night 6 is the hardest night, if you don't like count how hard you can put the animatronics on. Night 6 is the hardest night, being like, I think the animatronics are like all level 10 or something. They have a 50-50 chance of moving, and every time they move, they get closer to the doors until they're essentially like standing right there, and you have to shut the door on them, which is great. But yeah, so Night 1, 2 a.m. right now. We're gonna fly through this game. Basically, I'll teach you guys sound things. So you're gonna hear footsteps. That means it's either Bonnie or Chica, so the purple one or the yellow one. If you hear a laugh, that means Freddy just moved. If you hear, like, it's not really singing, it's called singing, but it's not, it's like ba-dum-dum-dum-dum. That means Foxy over here, this little guy. That means he's not going to move in the next hour. And if you hear like pots and pans like clanking together, that means that Chica's in the kitchen and you don't have to worry about this door as long as Freddy's still on stage. And yeah, that's about it. And then Freddy and Foxy are very easy to avoid. Foxy can only move every hour, actually, let's put it like that. Foxy can only move every hour if he's not being watched. So if I just, like, you'll see I'm flipping to this scene right here, he can't move when I'm watching. He can't move for the next hour. Like, hour being like 10, like, not 10 minutes, like 1 minute. So he can't move for the next minute in real life, as long as I've watched him in that minute. Same for Freddy, he can't move for the next 5 seconds. Every character except Foxy can move every 5 seconds. As you can see here, Bonnie left. Where are you, buddy? There you are. So this is Bonnie right here, standing here, staring into my soul. Looks like these two guys are just standing on stage, just still performing. Yeah, if you've seen the movie, you guys probably know a little bit about it. Yeah, and then a fun fact, I'm going to teach you guys if you don't know this. So you'll see that Let's Party thing, that poster on the wall that's like staring into your soul as well. That is a poster that's on the wall. So it's right around this corner actually. But, oh, there's Bonnie. Hi, buddy. But, so that poster will look like a close-up on Freddy's face, and then if you exit the cameras, you'll see Golden Freddy sitting right in front of you, and that is called the hallucination attack. That's when Golden Freddy attacks you using a hallucination, and then you drop the camera and he'll be sitting right there, and it's impossible. Yo, look at that. Look at that. Funny. That's funny. Bro, that was a hallucination, but not the hallucination attack. That's one of the only times I've ever actually had the hallucination happen. That's pretty cool. Oh, Chica's moving. Nice. So, yeah, the hallucination attack is Golden Freddy attacking. That's a 1 in 100,000 chance of happening, usually on night 1, 2, or 3. You don't really have to be worried about it though, because it's a 1 in 100,000 chance, as I just said. So the chances of it happening are very unlikely. I'm not even sure the chances of that hallucination. I'll put it on screen right now. But Foxy, as you can see here, his curtains are slightly more opened than usual. Every time he's not looked at for an hour or 1 minute in real life, he starts to pull the curtains apart until you can see his face, and then he'll be like fully stepped out of the curtains, and that's how you know you need to be watching him, because the next move he has is he's gonna run down. You're gonna see him. You're gonna see him run down this hallway here, as Bonnie's standing right there. But you're gonna see him run down that hallway, and you need to immediately jump and shut this door like that, otherwise you'll lose. And if you don't do that, yeah, you're cooked. And you always need to be checking on him, because if you want to avoid jump scares, like me, I hate jump scares. There's, like, sometimes you don't look, and he'll run straight through. You can hear footsteps there. But, he'll run straight through the hallway, and you never even see it happen, because he's so fast. And then he'll just, like, out of nowhere, while you're, like, sitting here in this room, checking for Bonnie and Chica, he'll just jump through this doorway and jump scare you. So if you want to avoid jump scares, always check on him to make sure he's not leaving that Pirate's Cove, which of course he's not, so we're safe on night 1. He doesn't usually actually want to leave Pirate Cove on night 1, but he does become more active like Freddy over the nights. So night 1, I would say the 3 animatronics you have to be worried about is Golden Freddy, which has a 1 in 100,000 chance of spawning, so really unlikely. Golden Freddy, I'm trying to think. Golden Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie. And all the other ones, there's no chance you're gonna get killed, unless like you forget about Pirate Cove. Just like check him every hour, and you should be fine. And look at that, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe and like the video if you wanna see the next video.